That's right, guys, and we are seeing this storm intensify. The latest update that just came in about a minute ago has winds now of 80 miles per hour. It's still moving northwest at 13 miles per hour, but it is a very well-formed, very well-organized storm moving over some of the warmest waters on the planet right now. And eventually, it's going to start taking a turn more to the north. And really, in the next 24 hours, we could see this go from a Category 1 hurricane to a Category 3 hurricane near Cuba. So by tomorrow morning, this will be on the north side of Cuba in the Gulf of Mexico as a potential major hurricane with Category 3 status and winds of 120 miles an hour. Again, that's tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Now we go forward. Couple of things I want you to pay attention to with this tropical track. It is going to slowly weaken to about a Category 3 storm Wednesday evening as it's off of the Sarasota-Manatee County coastline, somewhere in this red shade here. That's the center circulation. The forecast track didn't shift so much, but the forward motion has slowed down, and that's certainly not something that we want to see because that prolongs those heavy, strong rain bands that come through. That prolongs the flooding potential from the storm surge that happens on the southern side of it. So again, from about Wednesday morning, we could start feeling hurricane to tropical storm force winds. Then it lasts through Wednesday evening, even into Thursday morning and Thursday evening in some of our northern areas. We're looking at more than a 48-hour spread from when we begin to see these tropical conditions to where we finally start to see them ease up Friday morning as this moves up closer to Georgia. Update on the tropical alerts. So Hillsborough, Pinellas, Manatee, and Sarasota County remain under a hurricane watch, which means hurricane force winds expected within 48 hours. But now some of our interior places like Polk and Highlands and Hardy and DeSoto now under tropical storm watches. So you are a little farther from the center of that circulation and you may feel tropical storm force winds within 48 hours. Again, that's 39 mile per hour winds or higher. And along the coast, there's a storm surge watch for Pinellas, Hillsborough, Manatee, and Sarasota for that storm surge to be 5 to 8 feet. Once the storm gets to your north, that's when you start getting that onshore wind flow and the storm surge could occur. Problem still remains with Hurricane Ian is that the computer models still not much in agreement. We still have some that take it on land closer to the Fort Myers area and some that take it all the way over toward Panama City. And depending on which track this eventually goes, could impact the effect. So that's where Amanda Holly's going to come in and kind of run down all the different scenarios.
Yeah, you know, we've been talking about these different paths and the different model runs over the past couple of days and that windshield wiper effect of those models going back and forth, right? Well, so right now, of course, we don't know exactly where that center of circulation may come ashore, but I wanted to break down the possibilities of what we may feel depending on exactly where it goes. For now, I've just kind of split the cone into two different scenarios, an easterly track and a more westerly track. And we're going to start with the easterly track scenarios because this would lead to more significant direct impacts, especially to our coastline, but even farther inland as well. It's going to lead to that significant storm surge of that 5 to 8 feet, possibly even higher than that. The strongest winds of certainly the hurricane force winds and stronger along the coast with those tropical storm force sustained winds well inland as well. The heavy rain threat will be significant. We're talking 5 to maybe 10 inches of rainfall in a good swath, especially along the coast, but even inland areas, our inland counties, Highlands, Polk, Hardy, and DeSoto County. We could be dealing with that interior flooding as well, and there will be that tornado threat if the storm comes on that easterly track. If the center of the storm stays a little bit farther offshore, it would be less of a strong wind event because that center of circulation would stay well offshore where the strongest winds are, but we're still going to be talking about a storm surge event and certainly the isolated flooding from the heavy rains because no matter what, we're going to see those prolonged rain bands coming through the area.